Welcome to Tough Questions Podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Sheen, with his co-host, Tim McLaughlin.
Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a great day.
Great job. And today we're joined by, what?
Where is he? Oh,
Wait a
my God.
second. Where did our guest go?
If you're listening to this, there is just an empty screen and a poster that says Carmen Lagala on it.
Is it really? Does it say Carmen Lagala on the background?
Yeah.
Oh, man. The boy is whipped.
Oh, I know. And
He's
now
got
he's
to sit
back.
in front of her poster.
There
Oh, look
we
at that.
go.
Oh,
Oh, can't
We
do a
started-
podcast without a LaCroix. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Well, we started recording, so everyone saw you come in with your little drink.
yeah. We caught your ass. And today
It's
we're.
straight vodka.
Oh,
Nice.
no. Oh, you put your LaCroix in a glass?
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. What is this guy? The Sultan of Brunei?
The Sultan. Today we're joined by guest Corey Tindall. Corey,
Thank you for
hello.
having me.
What
Oh,
up?
What up?
yes. It's been so long since we've talked.
Yeah, right. Almost 24 hours.
Almost
It's
a
crazy.
full day has gone by. But I was on your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that was a nice time. They did some tough questions. I told Tim about that segment.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Tim's furious.
I was
I'm double mad. First of all, you didn't even get the funny guy from the podcast on your show. I'm the funny one. Secondly, you're gonna steal our tough question stuff.
Yeah. We're gonna just straight up steal it. That's the whole premise of our podcast is we just do the bit from the guest podcast.
Well, you stole Micah and I's thing of being a couple, which we stole from Rich and Donnie.
Oh, that's true.
We actually stole that from Matt Broussard and Laura Sogar. So you guys
They have a
you got it
podcast too?
No,
Oh,
no,
so you
but
guys
being
are-
a couple.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were doing like a boring thing with your podcast. That's why you decided.
Oh,
to-
you salty dog. You
Got
calling
'em.
them boring.
Got
She
'em.
proposed to him.
I
She
know.
did.
Isn't that
Yeah.
wild?
She talked. We just had her on. She talked about it. And,
Yeah, what'd she say?
She said that she regrets it and she should have waited for him. No. She was talking about.
An exclusive.
It
An
was like,
exclusive.
have you heard those stories of like, and people should go listen to her episode. It just came out. Have you heard those stories of like dudes trying to convince the girl, like, no, wear something nice. We're going out here or whatever. And they're like, I want to wear sweatpants. Well, apparently, like they were in Thailand and Matthew Broussard was just like, no, I want to wear shorts. It's hot as fuck. And he just put on like just a shitty t-shirt and shorts. It was like refusing
Wow.
to wear something.
Oh.
So
And,
he's dressed like shit to fish a ring out of a ladyboy's ass?
That's, yeah.
What
I
the
dress up for that
hell?
sort of
He's in
activity.
Thailand.
Would you like to get proposed to, Tim?
Well,
Or would you
according-
want to be the proposer?
I mean, it's always been my dream to be proposed to.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a little boy in Indiana, I've laid on my bed wishing for the day I'd get proposed to and what
Oh,
it would
God.
be like.
Oh, I love that.
I'd like to be the proposer, but to be the proposer, brother, you gotta have money.
Yeah, you do.
enough
I was
money
the
to buy a ring.
proposer.
You're a proposer.
And honestly, I would rather switch it up. I wish I was the proposee.
You do.
I love a surprise.
Well, according to Laura's story, I have 3 more years until Micah is forced to propose to me.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and Corey, what do you want to be? Proposer or proposee?
Yeah. Well, which would you
Man.
like?
I don't see Carmen ever getting enough money to propose to me. So
Oh,
you should just give me like a rock from the backyard and be like,
Mhm.
is this good enough for now?
She is
that-
incredibly poor.
guess.
That's the kind of stuff you expect from people from Vermont.
It is.
Mhm.
Truly is. She fits the bill.
They're a poor, earthy people.
Mhm.
All right, Corey, I'm gonna ask you questions and score you at the end here. All right.
Hit me.
That first question was not even a part of the tough questions.
That was even a
just
part. That
regular.
was just a
Oh.
random riff. But speaking of, we already did say Carmen already, so I guess we'll just skip over right into this question. It's kind of in the middle, but let's see here. You're dating an older woman.
Mhm.
Why?
Ew.
Well, I think because internally she's a child. And so really, it's reverse pedophilia. No, I've said this before. We both live like children. We're out late at night. It's like she doesn't have a day job. We're like sleeping in all the time. It's really like we're both living like we're in our mid 20s. Meanwhile, my dad at my age had two fucking kids and was in bed by 6 p.m. So it's like,
Okay.
no, if she's 39, I didn't even honestly know she was 39 until we'd already gone out a couple of times. I thought she was like
Oh.
30, 32, 33. And so I was like, oh, a little older, whatever. But
Oh, and then you found out she was 39. Then what did you
yeah.
do? Vom?
Yeah, did you
Yeah,
vomit?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
She
We were
goes,
in the middle of sex and I just stopped.
oh, Corey, I'm 39. You barfed in her pussy.
Yeah.
Ew, Tim, what the? Don't take it there.
That's nasty.
Don't take it there, Tim.
I hate to hear that.
God, the man was making love to an old woman and he had a nice time.
He was
Mhm.
knocking the dust off her.
Yeah.
I should have realized because we were in a retirement home, but I just didn't put it
Sure.
together.
Sure.
Unbelievable.
So you both live a young lifestyle though.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so you don't even see age. Age is
No,
fluid to you.
age is fluid to me. You know, if there's a 60-year-old who still is, if they're hot,
Mhm.
and they've got the same schedule I do, same way of thinking about life, then
You're all
like
about scheduling, huh?
Carmen,
Yeah.
yeah, it's all about are we waking up at the same time? No, it's
Nothing like a cool young person, but scheduling, you know?
Yeah, the man loves a schedule.
I dated someone my age before Carmen, but she was like an older soul. Like she wanted to go to bed at like 9 o'clock. If I came
Oh
back late from a
God.
show, she was like, "Oh, you woke me up. I'm never gonna get back to
Uh,
sleep." And I was like, "I can't.
your
Like this
schedules
just
were
isn't
off.
where the schedules
Yeah, it
were
doesn't
off. This
work.
is what I'm
Yeah.
saying."
Wow.
Yeah, cut that lady loose. All right. Yeah, out of all three of us, I am married to the youngest woman here.
That's probably true.
Isn't
Wow.
that
You want to
fun?
I
you
think
want to
you're the only
feel
one married, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
You want to feel old?
Yeah. What?
My dad had already killed a family and started another one by my age.
Oh my God.
Unfreaking believable.
Actually killed
Oh.
them? Was this in like a car
Yeah, he's a
accident?
family destroyer.
Oh God.
Oh, your dad was he was a home wrecker?
Yeah, he
Start a
hacked them all
family?
up, hacked them all
Oh.
up with a big knife.
You would not. You're making this up. You're in a weird space this episode.
It's
You're
'cause
talking about puking in areas and murder dads.
areas.
Oh my
Whatever, man.
God.
Listen, let me
Um.
live my life, brother.
All right. Fine. Let's see here. What family member do you have the most friction with?
Hmm.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good question.
Ooh.
better not be with my dad. He'll hack you
It's
up.
good.
Yeah, his dad will kill you.
Yeah, whose family is the member in? No, it's got to be my mom, and it's probably
Oh,
just
what?
because we're both type A.
Oh,
We like to be in charge, and she likes to. So the parents are divorced, the whole situation. So every time I go home, you got to schedule every single second so you can fit everyone in.
Scheduling
Otherwise, it's
again.
just my whole life is scheduling.
Oh, something's
I'm
there,
telling you.
Tim.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, older woman schedules. Mom, think about it.
We're piecing it
Oh,
together.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize this would be therapy, but
Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm building a profile on you, Corey.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
dating your mother.
This is
It's
like-
gotta be my mom. Yeah, because
Wow.
we're always fighting about like what the schedule is. But my family and I, we get along. We get along. I got no beef with my family anymore.
That's good.
What do you fight about the schedules? What's going on with her schedule and your
Oh,
schedule?
she's trying to set up like get-togethers and stuff, but she doesn't
Mm.
actually tell me that she's doing it. So I'll like schedule something over here with my friends, and then
Oh,
she'll just
yeah.
like insert herself, and then it
Yeah.
turns into just a whole hullabaloo. We got to change like 12 people's plans, and it's
So it sounds
Oh.
like she's not scheduling. It sounds like she's just planning and hoping that it all works out.
that's a better way to put it.
Oh, so she needs
Yeah.
to schedule better.
She does.
More
Yeah.
scheduling.
We need a shared calendar.
Yeah, that could really solve a lot of these problems.
Really
Yes.
would.
Mhm.
With my girlfriend and my mom. This
Yeah,
could be
just
so
get
much
all
easier.
yes, all of the women in your life on one calendar, and then you should be good. Let's see here. What region is better, East Coast or Midwest?
Oh, that's
Mm.
interesting.
Man.
This is three Midwest grown-up fellows.
Where are you from, Corey?
I'm from Michigan.
Ah,
And you know what?
But we all left.
I think the Midwest has better people. but there's just less
Did you say
opportunity.
better or bigger?
Better and bigger.
All right.
There's
Bigger and better.
yeah,
Yeah.
bigger and better people. But there's definitely some stuff about the East Coast that's better. You know,
Opportunity.
Food.
opportunity. People in the Midwest, they're very anxious. They're very worried about a lot of stuff. I've noticed that whenever I go home, every single person I've talked to is just they've got something that they're worried about, even though they live in this like pristine suburban life where nothing ever happens to them. They're worried about China,
Oh.
AI, Donald Trump, the
AI's taking our
border, just
jobs,
like
dude.
everything. I know,
Yeah.
but it's like
AI's
they're
taking Tim's
retired.
job.
How
AI
could?
is legitimately taking my job right now.
What do you mean? What happened?
They're taking my game show hosting jobs. I've lost several
Oh,
game shows to AI this month.
oh no!
He's legit losing his job to
I
AI.
said, let the Mexicans in. I need them to take down AI.
I'd like to see a Mexican run a game show, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
No,
Tim can't even make a
actually-
new Taylor Swift.
Actually, I can't be having like a fun Mexican guy also run game shows. Nothing's
Yeah.
more fun than those Mexican game shows.
Yeah,
That's true. The Japanese game shows, maybe.
yeah.
Those are
Tim, you
just
just
dangerous.
I know.
Tim, you weren't meant to be doing game shows. You're not
But
smarter than a computer or an eighth grader.
But I am good at it. I'm a good game show host.
Are you though?
Yeah, I haven't cussed once. I only one time was kind of racist.
Oh yeah. How so?
Yeah. Well, because there's this game where you have to like guess the language. You have to
Uh-huh.
like match the language with the population of people that speak it.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So I was like, what was the hardest one? And the lady was like, Indian and Bengali. I was like, oh, yeah, I bet that's tough because it's all kind of the same type of people speaking that, you know? What I meant was like, it's all in the same region,
Mm-hmm.
but I said same type of people. And the lady goes, yeah.
That's
And we
fine.
kind of moved on. And I told Sam about it. And Sam goes, you did not say that.
Oh, whatever,
And I go,
Sam.
I
He's
know
a
I did,
drama
but
queen.
But they were all from China. So I don't think they really cared anyway. So,
Yeah. And plus you said same type of people. You know, type.
Right.
You know, the
Right.
word type is key there. A lot of the heavy lifting
mm-hmm.
is done by the word type right there.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, I got you, Tim. And Sam's a drama queen.
He is. He really is.
Corey, what emotion do you struggle with the most?
Oh, wow.
What
Great
emotion?
question.
Mm-hmm. And your little inside out brain is giving you a hard
Yes.
time.
Probably sadness because I just keep it down. I don't let it out. So like
Oh
anger is the one
no.
that'll express itself, but the sadness I will just bury and bury and bury until like 6 months from now something happens and it all just floods out of me. And I got like 9 things to be upset about. I'd really like to get that routine out of my lifestyle, I think.
You damming up your sadness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not productive to be sad. Nobody likes to see a 6'4" sad guy.
Sure,
I
sure.
Yeah.
Other short guys do.
Yeah, you're a
Short guys
sadist,
walking
though.
around being like, look at that tall bitch, sad as hell today.
Yeah, as a shorter, somebody under six
Oh.
feet,
Is
it
he
is
sad
nice.
or did the raindrops from the clouds hit him in the eyes?
Yeah,
Exactly.
look at,
I'm
looks
just
like
getting
tall stuff, so
fog in
pretty.
my head.
Yeah.
I
So
was sad
sadness.
in a park one time. I cried publicly in a park, and I could tell you
Oh,
there was like an aura about 30 feet around me. Nobody wanted to go. Nobody wanted to go anywhere near the giant guy sobbing in the park in Gramercy.
Jesus Christ. You were in Gramercy too?
I was in Gramercy. I
it's
was
a busy
walking
park.
from one show to another show, and it just fucking hit me, and I had to pull over and sob in a park.
What were you
Jabam.
crying about? Yeah, what were you crying about?
It was
Take
so
me there.
my girlfriend had left like a week before. She had like moved to New York to be with me, and then she was like, I hate this, I'm out of here. That wasn't enough by itself. Then my grandfather died like 3 days later. That wasn't enough by itself. But then Chris Cornell, the lead singer of Soundgarden, died like 3 days later, and I realized he was the exact same age as my parents, and it all came out of me.
Oh, Chris Cornell broke the
Hot
dam.
diarrhea of tears.
Oh no.
Want to feel old? Chris Cornell
Please.
is my dad.
Chris Cornell murdered a family?
He murdered a
Yeah.
family.
Oh my
do.
That's why his
god.
voice is so good. He took their
They-
powers.
They were saying that like Chris Cornell is like a scary dude.
What do you mean?
what's his name from Rage Against the Machine that started the band with Chris Cornell. They're
Mhm.
like, we went to his house to like ask him to be in our band, and his house is like scary, and he answered the door, and it's like he's like the whole thing was terrifying. They're like he's just like an intense guy.
Oh,
Could
when
see
Chris
that.
Cornell was replacing Zach.
No, well, yeah, or when they made that new band or whatever the new band
It's
was.
like odd,
Audio
odd
Slave.
Oh
audio
yeah,
slave. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, he does seem like the type of guy that would have answered the door in like a black robe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. And I think like the
What?
inside of his house was like all black and red and
Yeah,
stuff or
what?
something.
That's. Oh, Corey, we're sorry. Don't cry over Chris again.
I'll try
Yes.
not to. Well, he's already dead, so it's tough to do.
Yeah,
But
yeah. You got anything building up now?
boy, no, that's the thing. I never see it coming. I just
Okay.
feel like, oh, actually, no. One of my aunts just got cancer. I haven't cried about that yet,
Oh, but
but
that's behind the
that's
wall.
that's behind the wall.
That's
I'm
gonna
gonna need a couple more things, and then Carmen's gonna hear about all of it at one time.
two or three more things and it all rushes out. That's what you
Yeah.
need to start doing. Make little notes of sad
Yeah,
things that happen to
just
you.
pull out the list.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, this dam's about to break. What I got coming? Prepare
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, that's good. I got a plan. I
Um,
got to schedule these things.
yeah, schedule it because Carmen's gonna get hit again by a wave.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like freaking Katrina over there.
Yeah,
seriously, yeah.
or Sandy. Let's see
Sure.
here.
I mean,
Y-
name a hurricane.
Yeah, you can name them all.
Milton.
There we go. Andrew.
Mhm.
Sure.
All
Tim.
right.
Hurricane Tim is
That's it.
hilarious.
That's it. But you got mad at Carmen for calling you autistic. Why were
Oh,
you
that's
so angry
interesting.
about that? You think you are deep down?
Yeah.
No,
Do you have a
no.
problem with the differently abled?
The
Yeah.
the differently abled, I like that a lot, actually.
Mm. What
No, it
irked
was
you?
because we were at the tail end of a fight. At the end of a fight, you're both just kind of each other, but neither one of you won, so you're still just like going at it. And
Hmm.
we really try not to like insult each other directly, like keep it I statements, like the couples therapy thing. It's just like, no,
Uh,
this is how I'm feeling when you do that. If for her to just cut through and be like, I think you're autistic, I was like, what the fuck?
It's an I statement.
yeah, I think.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
think
She
that
didn't
you're
break the
autistic.
rule.
Yeah.
We
When
were
you
also
talk like
drunk,
that.
so I was like, I was not having it.
Yeah. So, but do you have a problem with autistic people?
No, I have no problem with
All right.
autistic people.
I'll
It
just
would really shatter my reality if I found out I was autistic. I just thought
hates
it was a little awkward sometimes.
hates Dan Lamort.
Oh, wow.
Okay, right.
Yeah. How do you feel about ultra runners?
Now that's where I have a problem.
Yeah, is that
Who are
the
these
issue?
psychopaths?
Tim and Micah, they don't do any I statements. They're totally mean to each other.
Micah does I statements
Yeah.
all the time. She's like, I think you're a fat loser. I think you'll never make any money.
Tell him what she said to you earlier.
She called me pignorant.
Ignorant.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was hurtful. And she goes, I'm going to call you that a bunch. I go, why? Why do you have to do it a bunch?
That's
Do
so
you get her
funny.
back? Like, do you
Huh?
get to get her back?
How would I ever be able to get her back?
I have no
Yeah.
idea. That's
She's
where
Tim's
I'm-
beautiful. She's beautiful. She's in great shape. She
Okay.
makes a lot of
Oh.
money. She's very smart.
That's
There's-
true.
There's no way that I could say anything to hurt her feelings in any way.
Tim is an absolute loser.
Yes, it's crazy.
Mhm.
I mean, the fact that I was talking to my dad the other day and I was like, I have to talk to Micah when I make decisions now because I always make the wrong decision. He goes, only bad decision she made was being with you. I was like, you are my father.
And he's like, I'll kill you. I have
He's
no
like,
problem
yeah.
with it.
He's like, I like her. I think she's like a cool, smart person. He's like, I have no idea why she's with you. You're like a fat idiot. I was like,
Yeah.
is this like a theme?
Your dad's right, but
He is. He's right. And you know what? He made me. This is his fucking fault.
right. But you
Mhm.
got like this
Him and my
pet
mom.
quality to you.
What?
You got like this pet quality to you.
Well,
Mm.
I'm fun to be around. I'm
Yeah.
friendly, you know.
That's what draws people to you. It's kind of like having like a labradoodle.
Right.
I have mange, you know, like I'm losing my hair.
It'd be fun to have a Tim around the house. Just,
Mhm.
we got the cat and we got the Tim. It'd be
Corey,
great.
you're taking hair stuff.
Oh yeah. Big on the hair pills. Taking them
Tim,
for
what do you think? Does
6
Tim need
years.
it?
Do you see this? You see where
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
whiter
yeah.
here? That's where my
Yeah.
hair used to be, which Micah
Hmm.
also pointed out.
Yeah.
She goes,
Yeah.
"You have a tan line from where your hair was."
Yeah.
And
Did your
then
hair come back, or did you just freeze it? Is it frozen in time?
No, it like filled in a little bit in the center here, but like all of this in the corner was already gone and that's not coming back. So if you're
You're
gonna
done
take
then.
them, you got to start because it doesn't grow. Now
oh,
Rogaine
I'm
like
just gonna
grows it
keep
back.
this. I'm gonna keep whatever
Yeah,
this
you
is.
just
This
keep well
sucks.
like Rogaine will grow it back, but it's like sparse and not really like super full. Or you get the hair transplant.
I'm gonna get hair transplant in like 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
With
might
whose
be the
money?
move.
I figure Michael will be so successful by then she won't even miss 25K.
Yeah. After you push her
Is that
down
how
the
much it is?
steps.
I've never looked into it. The pills are
Yeah,
like $30 a month. It's super
it's
cheap.
like $25,000, but they put you up. It counts the flight, hotel, and hair transplant in Turkey.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, is that in Turkey? Because
Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm not staying in a hotel.
my buddy,
Yeah.
my buddy spent uh, way more than that in Canada,
Hmm.
but he went to the best guy in the world. He said
The best guy in the world's in Canada?
that's what he said.
Ew. Come down to the States.
I
Yeah,
saw a
Um,
guy online that did a hair transplant, but he was allergic to the hair transplant, so his whole face puffed up, like he
I
got
saw that
attacked by
too.
bees.
Yeah,
And I think it
whoa.
it went away after like a week, but he's like, I can't do anything. They might need to like rip the hair out again, and they didn't.
wow.
But
His hair stayed?
it stayed at like the swelling went down. I guess his body like finally accepted the transplant or something. But I guess it's kind of like I don't know with an organ, like you get a bad heart or something that doesn't agree with your shit, you just die.
But the hair is
Um,
supposed to be from your own head.
It is. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
maybe it was somebody else's head, Tim.
It's possible.
Interesting.
You
I
know?
might just do. I might just do a toupee.
I think you can pull
Uh,
off a
I
toupee.
might do a toupee, Lil Pete style.
Oh yeah. Just like a glue and stick.
Yeah, I might do it. It's called a hair system.
All right. Yeah, do a hair system, Tim. Corey, what's the hardest drug you've ever done?
Oh boy. I can't answer that one because I got a day job. Sorry.
Oh,
Dock me
none.
points on that one.
None. Never has.
You've never done any hard drugs.
Nope.
Never has.
Very
Can't
lame.
can't get them. All right. How many times have you been in love?
Oh, that's a good question. That's not just a
How
tough
many
question. That's a good
times?
question.
Oh yeah.
How many
Oh
times
boy,
have
are we counting
you
like high
been in
school where it's
love?
just like the hormones are flowing through you and you have no idea which way's left and
If you
it's
think,
like you're
you
We're
know,
just
if you would,
talking love. When you have
yeah.
felt love, like the love you feel for another man or whatever.
Mhm.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, count whatever you want. If you think that's worthy
Okay.
of a count, add it to the
Yeah.
record.
I think I'd go if we're gonna include that like high school love, which is mostly just horniness, we'll go 4. If we're going like a adult love, then we'll go 2.
Oh, okay. So we got two puppy, two grown dog.
Mm-hmm. Two puppy, two grown dogs.
Oh, two loves. Oh, I love that. I love love. And did it
Jeff
all
does
end?
love love.
How did they all? And how did the three of them end?
Oh boy. Uh one of them I got cheated on.
Oh, Corey.
Yeah, the other one, it was a good relationship, and then I found out that her dad went to jail for having child porn, and really fucked with my head. So we were like just about to go back to her parents' house because he'd gotten out, and I freaked out, the other stuff wasn't going great either, and I was like, yeah, we're done. It was like 2 days before the flight, and
Yeah,
this is
that's
a
a
tough
tough
Jesus
one.
situation.
Christ.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It was a
She
tough
knew
one.
about it. Well, I guess
She
she would
did know
know.
about it.
Yeah, she'd
Yeah.
have to.
She knew about it. And the FBI made her like testify to her dad's character. And yeah, it was an ugly. I came in after like we started dating when he was in prison. And then when
Right.
he got out is when she told me. And I was like, I'm gonna struggle with that. And I pushed it down just
Oh
behind the
yeah.
dam. That was a behind the dam situation for
Oh, that
six
Jesus.
that poor
months.
girl.
I know, I
My
feel bad
dad's
for her.
child
She
porn
was
keeps ruining my relationships.
well, it was even worse because her brother died, and that's what like her dad went into this deep depression and got addicted to porn. And then that's how it happened is he just kept spiraling into weirder and weirder porn until he ended up where he ended up. And then the FBI was like at his door one day. Which
Dear
that's the
God.
scariest thing I could ever that's the scariest call I could ever get is someone calling to tell me that my dad is being arrested for pedophilia. I can't think of
Yeah,
a
that's
single
not
thing
good.
I would feel
That's how
worse
that can
about.
happen, huh? You can porn addiction into child porn.
That is what I guess the clinical psychiatrist or psychologist said on the stand, trying to like, the lawyer. I mean, the lawyer
Uh-huh.
was like, "Let's get this psychologist to like talk about it." And
Oh, okay. So some of these people they don't just dive right into it.
I think there are definitely some that are just like day one getting in there. But I think you
Sure.
watch enough porn, it gets weirder and weirder. And I think most of us have a line where we stop. And I think some of us aren't able to do that.
Mm,
Oh, interesting.
interesting.
Because I just for all day I just watch barely legal stuff.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's because it's still legal, just
Right.
barely.
Right.
Yeah, it's barely legal, but it
Right.
is
Officer, it's
legal.
barely. It says barely.
It says barely right there, but it is.
But it is, and that's good.
If it doesn't have barely in the title, I don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. When did you start losing weight and how did your life change?
Oh.
boy.
How much
Yeah.
did you used to weigh?
My heaviest I was 265. Well,
Close
that
to
was
me.
back in that was sophomore year of college. And that was
Wow.
I mean, I was drinking 6 Mountain Dews a day. We were just hanging out in the cafeteria of the dorm because there was no room to hang out in the room. So we just sit there and
Right.
eat for 4 hours every single day. Yeah, I got up to
Where did you go to college?
265.
Calorie University?
Honestly, it was Michigan Tech, where it's like way up north, and the men to women ratio is 7-1. So none of us had any
Wow,
chance.
I've
lots
And
of
so we
performed
were
there
like,
info.
before.
"Did you really?"
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back there and do a show just to remember how ugly everyone is. But
Mm-hmm. I hosted a talent
it's
show.
oh
Not much
fun,
talent.
not much
Ah,
talent.
yeah.
No, you're correct about that. Um, I lost a bunch of weight back in 2021 was kind of it was after a breakup and I was like I talked to my friend and she was like, "You know what? You just don't get on the dating apps for the next 6 months. Just work on yourself." And I was like, okay, let's give it a shot because obviously the other stuff wasn't working. And I was
Kind of
like, you know
mean.
what? I got all this extra time because I'm not thinking about like chasing women or I'm not thinking about like a girlfriend. I'm just gonna try and get in shape, do as many shows as possible, and got down to 199. And then I was like, I don't need to be under 200. I'm a little too skinny at that point.
What?
So I went back up.
2021. That's
Wow,
2021.
recent.
that's
Yeah.
interesting that your friend was like, listen, you're a big fat ugly fuck. Don't get on the apps. Nothing good is gonna happen for you
Yeah.
on the apps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out not being a fatso and
Hmm.
then get on there.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was nice but rude.
You think Tim would be skinnier by the way we all talk to him?
I eat my feelings.
Yeah, we know.
These guys are so mean to me all the time, Corey, and they're like, "Why is he still gaining weight?" It's because I get so upset by the things they say that I just continue to eat. It's the only thing that makes
Hmm.
me feel good.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
You know
when
what
you
he does
try
with those
to,
feelings? Dips them in butter.
Yeah, I dip them in butter like they're freaking crab legs.
and then when you confide in Micah, she's just as mean to you.
Yeah, she calls me freaking pignorant.
Let's see. What's the best memory you have of your dad?
Mm. I think it was also 2021. We went to the Michigan State football game when both teams were undefeated. Bought like got these really nice seats right there. It was the best game. Michigan State ended up winning, but it was just a full day of just us like hanging out. We get to see this awesome event, like, Weird. It was that was a good one. The
Oh,
other
you have.
stuff,
Who'd you wait? It was state one?
yeah, Michigan State one.
Who are you rooting for?
Michigan State,
Oh, my God.
That's
of
gonna
course.
cost you,
Yeah, it's gonna
brother.
cost you. Yeah, where are you? Where are
No,
U of M pod?
we're not a bunch of cheaters over on our
Oh, what?
side.
Look, I got U of M. I'm related to somebody that went to it.
Yeah.
Did
Me
I
too,
get
actually.
in? No.
I got into state. I didn't go there, but
I
no,
wasn't
I
smart enough
still
to go.
neither was I. I was never getting into Michigan, even if I wanted to. Um,
You know who went to Michigan though?
Hmm.
H. Holmes.
Oh yeah, famed
Something to
serial
think
killer
about.
in
I was gonna
Chicago.
say serial killer. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know
Mhm.
who went to Michigan State is Larry Nasser.
No.
Oh,
He worked for Michigan
Oh,
State.
you're right. Well, that counts.
worked. Yeah, well, works. Do you know who went
Mhm.
to Tim? Where'd you go?
What Columbia College in Chicago.
I almost
Uh,
went there.
I always forget you went
The
there.
guy who created Dexter's Laboratory went there.
Yeah,
No
and
shit.
the Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, right, dude.
Got him.
They wouldn't even let him in. He doesn't even smoke cloves.
What let's see here. How oh, what about this? What is death the end?
Yeah.
Well, I had a feeling he was a strong yes.
Pretty sure
Wow.
on the yes there. I am not definitely not on the militant side. If someone was like, "Ah, no, it's not the end," and I was like sure they were telling the truth, I'd
Mhm.
believe them. I don't see why it has to be the end. I think logically it probably is.
What about the
Uh,
idea that your energy never really goes away and it just gets transferred into something else?
Sure.
I
You
mean, we're
could
yeah.
all made of stardust.
Yeah, yeah,
You
You
could
ever
tell
think
me
about
that.
that,
Yeah.
dickhead?
yeah.
Sure. I
Tim's
believe
gonna
it.
come back as a Sibian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back as a 2003 Sibian on Howard Stern.
It has like a little Colt. So you like
Yeah, that's right. Peyton
this,
Manning comes in, I explode.
the Sibian's got a receding hairline.
Yeah. This Sibian starts further back than I remember it.
Is that a suntan on the Sibian's hairline?
Tim, you're gross. I don't know why you're doing that. Oh, all right. What about this one? How strongly do you believe in free will?
mm,
Because I remember I've known some
I
people that are
don't
like,
buy it.
you don't think it's
Nah,
real?
I don't buy it. I think it's all just math.
He's a Joe Noodleman type.
I think
Wow,
it's
the
all been
dudes.
predetermined. It's all just we time is set out and it's we are just merely consciousness floating through time, perceiving it as we go through, which is why people could perceive time and space differently from each other because it's this abject thing that we are the ones that are floating through it. It's not moving.
Tim.
If that's true, then why can I come back as a Sibian?
Because time isn't linear, Tim. Once your energy goes into the stars, it can go backwards, forwards, left, right. It can go anywhere that it
All right,
wants
all
to
right, all
because
right.
it's
Yeah.
not locked into your being once you're dead.
You telling me I'm Donnie Darko?
You
Yeah.
could be. We could all be Donnie Darko.
Do I got a little thing coming out of my chest?
There's a
Lead,
rabbit man behind you.
You
yeah,
telling me
leading to
I'm a
pods.
you telling me I'm a damn airplane trying to crash into Jeff?
Yeah, Tim's my airplane crashing into me. I'm a
Yeah.
Sibian now.
Airplane crashing into 9/11.
Um, we
We
don't
don't
bring that
talk
up.
about
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, okay.
not the kind of stuff we do on the show.
I didn't realize that was the only faux pas on this
We're
Yeah,
patriots
yeah,
here.
yeah.
A
Listen,
lot of heroes died that day.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Every 9/11, I run up 400 flights of stairs.
Crying.
Yeah,
That's the day Jeff cries.
yeah. It's the only day I
Exactly.
cry.
Slips a lot too. Slips a lot. It's on his tears. Guy's
um,
battered and bruised.
what's something you do every day to better yourself?
Hmm. I yell at Carmen.
Oh my lord!
Boy, what do I do to better myself? I get up without hitting the snooze button. That's what I'm really trying to
That's
work
great.
on.
I hate the
Yeah,
snooze button.
I can't. It's bad for you. That is a slippery slope right there.
Hmm
and it just turns into 4 or 5, and then your partner's mad at you because you're just snoozing and snoozing. And I'm like, I gotta get up, look at my phone for like 2 minutes, and then go to work, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I don't. Chelsea hits the snooze, and it drives me nuts.
I can't stand it.
I
It's
hit the snooze, but I lay there. I'm still awake. I don't get up, but I wait until my third snooze was supposed to go off, and that's when I get out of bed.
you're doing 3 snoozes.
But I don't hit the snooze. I'm still awake. I'm just looking at my phone, and I know what
Mm,
time I set the alarms for.
You know
that's
what?
fine.
No wonder AI is taking your job.
Shut up.
All
AI
right.
could never do what I do.
Yeah, snooze 3 times.
Yeah, right, dude.
Snooze fest. Let's see. How serious did you take the pandemic?
Yeah. I didn't really care.
First 3 months, I
You
was
gave it
like,
3 months.
this is pretty. And then I moved back to New York, and I realized how much fun it was. And I was like, yeah, I'm not. I'll wear a
You're
mask
out.
on like I was never worried about me. I was like, I'll wear a mask on an airplane or like on the, if I'm inside, if there's rules. I wasn't fighting anyone on it.
Oh, okay.
But like, if I didn't have to wear it, I wasn't wearing it.
I was
Yeah.
one of the first ones, I think, when they were like, you don't really have to wear a mask anymore. I was one of the first ones on the train, mask off, baby.
Hmm.
I would go in waves for some reason. Some days I'd feel it more, and other days I just wouldn't care. It was
Yeah.
all
Hmm.
mood based.
I mostly didn't care, but Micah kept saying that I was probably going to get it and die because of my breathing problems that I brought about to myself from smoking so many cigarettes over the years.
Right? True, true. And it's hard on your porkish lifestyle.
Yes, and when you're freaking pignorant like I am.
Yeah. Yeah, you had a very porkish life. A couple more here. What are the top 3 vacations you've had?
Oh,
Hmm.
wow.
I would say Ecuador. Went down to Ecuador when my brother was
Wow.
Ooh.
he was studying abroad down there. So I was like, I could take a week, go see what he's doing. And we went down to in the Andes Mountains. There's like a little town that's just surrounded by these hot springs, these natural hot springs. And so you could go there and like you're in the mountains. We went like whitewater rafting, and then you could do like zip lining and bungee jumping. But I thought about it and I was like, yeah, the bridge that they were bungee jumping off of was like pretty rusty looking. I decided I didn't need to bungee jump in a third world country,
Yeah,
but
sure.
Sure.
I want first world amenities. I think if I'm gonna throw myself off a bridge,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You want a nice civil engineer to have taken a look at it.
yeah.
You know what they say when you're leaving? Don't let the Ecuador hit you on the way out.
As must have been what they were. Get it. Oh,
Uh-oh.
there
He's
we
lost
go.
his
We
oh,
lost
There we
his
go. We're
microphone.
good. Woof.
We're back
Back.
on.
my funny joke. Fuck up your mic.
Yeah, yeah, he's
What did
laughing
you
too
hear
hard.
me say?
Yeah, smacked his microphone.
I know.
What's the biggest fight you and Carmen have had?
Wait, I thought it was top 3 vacations.
Oh, yeah, top three.
Oh yeah, we only had one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Give me 2 more.
Went to England and Norway right after 2016. So I was like, this election sucks. I'm getting out of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a good one. And then as a kid, we did like a road trip from Michigan to Seattle. So that
Wow.
was a good one. We
Oh,
came back and sort of like hit all the national parks and like Yosemite and the Badlands and not Yosemite. What's the fucking one in Montana that takes up like half of the
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone? Thank you.
Yellowstone.
Yeah, I mixed up my Y once, but
Starring Kevin Costner.
Kevin
yeah.
Costner, that's right. Well, everybody's always going to the Badlands. I'm trying to go to the good lands. You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
Tim,
I'm on.
shut up.
Oh, I'm not allowed to be on.
Let's see. Biggest fight you and Carmen have had.
Probably what she called me autistic.
That was the one.
That was
Really?
probably
He really hates autism,
man.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't believe
but
that.
loves schedules.
hmm. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a good question. This is what I need. If you're going to accuse me of being autistic, I need you to do it in a roundabout way that's non-threatening. Because if you just come at me with it, I'm defensive. But you're doing a good
Yeah.
job of convincing me.
So we're gonna go with that one.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest. That's the only one where we didn't talk for a solid 13 hours afterwards.
Wow.
Oh, only 13. That's not
Yeah,
that
You
bad.
sleep
it
in
wasn't
different
that
rooms?
bad, but it was like through airport security on a plane sitting next to each other, getting off of the
Oh,
plane. Then after we got off the plane, the only words we said were, she said, "I'm going to Kendall's." And I said, "No, the fuck you're not." And then we went back to her house and then finished the fight. So it was like
Wow.
a,
that's pretty
it
good.
might have been a full 24 we didn't talk actually, if it
Okay.
like lines up. It was
You
closer to
can't let
20.
your woman go to her gay best friend's house. Then they
No.
start to conspire against you.
That is what
Yeah.
happens. That's
And you
my
know they're gonna be
line.
talking about you. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you be
for
doing.
sure.
Yeah, me and Chelsea, we've gone like a full week without talking.
Wow. What was that fight about?
I don't know. It's always something.
Jeff used the air fryer.
Yeah, that was actually when I used the air fryer too much. She got tired of me air frying
What
everything.
does that mean?
I was air
He's using
frying
the
all of
air
our
fryer too
meals and
much.
she got mad.
Truly insane. It's like an
Yeah.
insane thing.
Huge
Here's the
fight
thing.
about the air fryer.
I'm literally never on Jeff's side. I always think he's probably wrong, but in this one, I can't abide by any of it.
Mm-hmm. She,
Jeff is
she
right.
yeah, yeah. There's little tiny things that really me and we will blow up into huge fights for no reasons.
If you
Hmm.
own an air fryer,
But
you're
you
allowed to
know,
use it.
that's marriage.
That's true. That's
That's, it
true.
Yeah.
sounds like you guys
So I
have
air
some
fried the
dams.
green bean. Me and oh yeah, oh, of course.
You're
Oh, we
just
got plenty
holding
of
things
dams.
back for
Couples
months at a
therapy.
time, and then all of a
Mhm.
sudden the green beans is what
And then
sets
the
you
green
off.
beans in the air fryer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, Jeff.
All
It's
right. Final
6:50.
question. I know I gotta get out of here. I gotta run. What stand-ups got you into stand-up comedy?
Who are your guys?
First one was Amy Schumer. That was the
Oh.
first her special on Comedy Central. I think it was like 18 or 19. I just never I'd seen Bill Cosby before when I was like 12, but like I didn't conceptualize that like someone could do it. And then I saw Amy Schumer's it was just fucking on the TV. Like we just threw Comedy Central on when we were playing video games. And I was like kept looking up. I was like, you could do this? Like what is this? And then I did like the whole art form, and I went through my Pete Holmes phase and my Mark Norman
Mhm.
phase, and I knew Carmen before we started dating, and I knew of
Oh.
her. I saw her like Colbert, and like I was like, oh, she's good, and
Oh,
You
that's
did offer
cool.
Colbert. You thought it was good.
at the time, I was just a wee open micer. She'll be the first to tell you she hates it.
I saw Tim's
Scrubbed.
Fox's laughs and that
Oh
got me
yeah,
going.
Jeff and I were on the same laughs taping.
Yeah, we were.
Wow.
Jeff had the best set of the night behind me.
Yeah. And now look at us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A successful podcast.
Once I got through those, I got into like Tom Segura, Bill Burr, like those
Sure.
those types when I got a Netflix subscription. And I
All
was like,
right. All
okay,
right.
I see what this could be.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. So we got Amy Schumer. That's great.
Feminism.
Hmm.
Death.
Feminism.
Death
Comedy.
is the end. No
Exactly.
more. Doesn't even think we got free will. We're just
No.
existing through time until the
Hmm.
darkness consumes us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
Hello,
but got to see
darkness.
State beat U of M with his dad. That's
Hmm.
nice. All right, all right. 2021, you lost all the weight. I love
Yeah.
that. And all right, you don't age is just fluid to you. All right, Corey, I'm gonna give you a solid 8 out of 10.
Wow.
Oh,
You got a good
is
eight
that
out of
good?
10.
What
You
do,
did
what
Mhm.
do
worse
people
than
normally
Carmen, but you
get?
did a good job.
Yeah,
Oh,
Carmen did better than
great.
you did, but eight
Well,
is pretty solid.
she's a special old gal, so I can't.
Yeah.
You're
Now
ruined
you get to do
now.
your plugs.
Yeah, where can people find you?
Oh, great. At Corey T Comedy on all social media. I'm around the city. I'll be at the Grizzly Pear in the next couple of months. And then my podcast, In Cahoots, with Corey and Carmen. My sweet old girlfriend and I do a podcast. We just had Jeff on. Tim, we'll have to get you on.
Oh,
And
cool. Thanks.
yeah, we play games where we rip off your podcast and and ask you tough questions. But
Sounds good.
Yeah, follow that. We're like over a year in, so we got a good amount of episodes, and I gotta post more clips. Follow me on Instagram. I'll post more clips eventually.
All right.
Nice.
Hell yeah. And Tim?
Follow me, of course, at hot_comic69. You can listen to the Great Egg Podcast with Micah and myself and check out our Patreon at patreon.com/tough questions. Jeffrey.
All right. And I'm always at Jeffrey Sheen. Thank you.
Go Lions, baby.
Goodbye.
Beat the
Bye.
Colts.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Tim's a Colts